Yeah, I think UGC wasn't that big. People didn't really understand the impact about it back then. And I think content has shifted so much from like your traditional salesy advertising sort of professional content to like UGC. UGC converts a lot better now.
Yeah.
But like with any corporation, I think it takes them a while to like really understand what the next big thing is. And I think companies that are nimble and can pivot and outmaneuver and get ahead of the game with like different platforms, for example, TikTok Shop, right? We're seeing a lot of that now. They're going to be way more successful in the long run. So we're seeing a lot of these, I don't want to call them smaller companies because there are some big companies out there, but really take advantage of TikTok Shop, for example, and like they're crushing it in revenue, right? And like a lot of the major companies are almost like scared to take that approach. So
yeah, which is so funny because like most of these big companies, they're big companies because they took a risk at some point. Like Monster Energy, for example, they took the sugar-free approach, even though it was already a thing, but they innovated and made something a little bit different, and then it created this whole new category. You know, then you have Reign, and then you have Bang that followed that, and then Celsius, and then like all these brands followed this sugar-free, better-for-you drink, and it was a risk because what sold the most? What sold the most was high sugar, corn syrup, the sugary Coca-Colas and those drinks. So to take that risk and go for a healthier route was a risk, but now that's actually taken over more so than the latter, right? So it's
for sure. I mean, they saw white space, took a risk, and then not only that, but I think where Monster and a lot of these brands that followed succeeded was being able to drive incrementality to the category, right? So a lot of people think when you're launching a brand, you need to, there's this mentality. I'll give energy drinks as an example just because that's been like my background, right? Like we need to pull market share from Red Bull, right? They're the biggest ones, but it's like, how do we, that's obviously part of the formula, but what people don't understand is there's so much of a bigger white space with people that are not in the energy drink category yet. Maybe coffee drinkers, right? Maybe matcha drinkers. So, okay, what value proposition can you offer them that's going to drive them to the category? And then that extends all the way to the top. I mean, when you're talking to category managers, buyers, if you're telling them that, hey, we are driving X% of new customers to your stores, they're going to choose that brand over another one. Right? You're providing a whole untapped audience that wasn't shopping there before.
Yeah.